What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Star-Advertiser Studios, or just a little room we're in, I don't know. This is Paul Honda. I'm Billy Hull with your state championship preview. We made it, Pupule, 18 weeks, and we are here for the state championship final, triple header. What do you think about triple headers?
We should have more of them. So that so I can see more football. I like to videotape everything. I wish we had another 2 weeks of this season. Yeah, wow. Sorry, I'm selfish.
Wow, no, that's awesome. Yeah, so we got 3 big games coming up. We're going to go through all 3 games. Let's start in Division 2, though. The game that's kind of the last couple of years maybe been the most exciting. We've had some pretty good D2 finals and 2 teams that are very familiar with each other. Kapaa and Lahainaluna meeting 1 o'clock on Friday. This is Kapaa's 4th state final, I believe, in the last 5 years, but they've yet to win one. Lahainaluna, the 3-time defending state champions. It was close last year. It was in the 30s. 34-32 was the final. What do you think about this year? Are we looking at another high-scoring game?
No. I think 2 years ago we had that 6 overtime game with Lahainaluna and Konawaina.
Right. Oh man.
Konawaina forced the issue because they could throw the ball that year really well. They're not back. And Kapaa, Philip Proposal, he's pretty content to just move the ball, move the chains. They spread the field, but they're not looking to score 50 points. They want to just play, not conservative, but balanced football. Kahanu Davis, I wasn't there last week. Nick Brahma was there, but he ran like a beast. He was big. One of the best running quarterbacks in the state. He's a good size. He's like about 6 foot, 175, 180. I don't know if they can really stop him. I think basically Lahaina's just going to play smart defense, don't give up the big play, and just let things play out.
Yeah.
Kahanu's like top 12 quarterback on my list, my unofficial top 12 quarterbacks list, which
he's
sounds like
there.
a lot, but it's a pretty good year for quality quarterbacks.
Yeah, it is, and especially with him because he does it a little bit differently, right? He's not, we've had 3 guys on a wall who throw for 3,000 yards this year, which I think is the first time that's ever happened, but he does it a little differently. How do you kind of, when you're doing your rankings, how do you match up these running quarterbacks with the guys that just sit back and sling it?
Well, number one, you got to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you don't win, you got to be extremely persistent. I mean, you're down 30 points, but you're still pushing your team gets back in the game because you're making plays, you're smart. So it's not about, eye-popping stats. So that's nice.
Yeah.
This could be a 60-point game for each team, but I think it'll be more traditional, like a 24-17. They both can kick a little bit.
Yeah.
But the Lunas, they've got Josh Tejada.
Right.
And I asked Coach Ricard, the co-head coach, he's the O-line coach, Dean Ricard, and I asked him, how does he stack up against other running backs, Failaunga and all these guys, and he wouldn't compare them, but he said stat-wise he's there, but more than that, he's just very dedicated. He didn't say pure, but his dedication and his unselfishness, he's always backing up his linemen, he's a team guy, so he's the kind of guy who could run for 300 yards and act like nothing happened.
Right. Well, he's come close a couple of times this year, I'm sure. But this Lahainaluna dynasty, they're going for a 4th state championship in a row. Basically, Iolani had its long run, and then they kind of went up to D1 a little bit, and Lahainaluna's taken over as the next big dynasty. Is this the same team they're coming off a win over Roosevelt. It's the 2nd year in a row in the semis. They beat a really good Roosevelt team very convincingly over there. You feel like this team is kind of similar to the previous ones?
I don't know. I haven't seen this year's team. I've seen a lot of teams, but I haven't had a chance to see them yet, and I would love to see a game at Sukuli one day.
Yes.
But the word dynasty, they don't like focusing on that.
Really?
But they don't deny it anymore. It used to be you bring up dynasty and they'd be like, now they just kind of just let you say it.
Yeah.
And they're just so consistent. Bobby Watson, I interviewed him in 2000. He'd already been, a head coach for 10 years, and he hasn't changed.
Yeah.
You would think an old school guy like that, kids would resist. No, they buy in. They buy in 100%. Everybody is on the same page. No hype, no attitude, no dancing after touch. None of that. Yeah. And they're fine with that. They just play football.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing that's fun about the state tournament is some of these teams, we finally get to see them. Maybe let's get Lahainaluna over here in the preseason, maybe. They played Damien in the preseason, beat him in overtime, and we saw Damien, that's a really good team, lose in overtime. They controlled that game for 3 quarters, no shame there. So, yeah, I'm expecting another close game to start Division II play. The Lunas and the Warriors. Kickoff, 1 p.m.
You want to do a prediction?
Prediction? Oh, all that's going to do is get us in trouble. How about this? It's a 1-possession game with 4 minutes left.
I'm gonna go because of Josh Tejada. I'm gonna go 25-23.
25-23.
Lunas.
If that happens, he closes his career 4-time state champion in
Yeah.
football. That's pretty impressive. So
Yeah.
looking forward to that.